Infotainment systems over the last 5 years have boomed in popularity. In-car entertainment systems are a collection of software and hardware that let the driver or passenger access satellite navigation, radio, and even texting. Tonight, the Ferrarinator presents my thoughts on the future of infotainment systems. The first infotainment system goes to the third generation Lexus LS400. This introduced a color touchscreen that controls the aircon, to name a few innovations. This sparked many companies to create their own in-car entertainment systems. Then in 2012, Tesla debuted their infotainment system for the Model S. This had a 17-inch vertical touchscreen that removed the need for buttons, and every use could be found in the car's system. Both public and critics praised the infotainment system. A year later, Apple and Android introduced Apple CarPlay / Android Auto. What this did, it added each other's OSs without social media apps. Nevertheless, it allowed you to obtain features of your phone, and 51 companies, including BMW, Ferrari, and Geely, bundled it. In the next decade, companies such as GM are already implementing an in-car digital marketplace, and Intel with Warner Brothers are pushing advertising in our vehicles' entertainment systems. These are data mining billboards for your wheels. GM's plan of digital marketplace has already begun, with allies such as Shell giving discounts to drivers when they buy gas at their stores. Intel, with Warner Brothers, wants autonomous cars to be another platform for advertising. This will be done by virtual reality and augmented reality, causing your Cadillac to feel like the Batmobile, to push PR for the next Batman movie. The advantage of infotainment systems is that it removes a need for millions of buttons, and when used right, can be safer than phones. In 2008, the Mercedes C-Class had many switches in the interior. This looks a mess, however the next generation looks much cleaner and safer. When executed wrong, infotainment systems could be awkward to use, if dangerous. The early iterations of BMW's iDrive was a test to use. One episode of Top Gear, Hammond, with his M6, was trying to show Clarkson how fast his car was from 0 to 60. Eventually, he found the quickest way, but it was a complex setup. Finally, Hammond found the quickest setting from 0 to 60 and obliterated Clarkson's V8 Vantage. GM's in-car digital marketplace is already happening. This has less blatant advertising compared to Warner Bros. I can imagine many people using services such as Starbucks to order coffee whilst in traffic. Many people aren't informed about data collecting or not worried. This would be a useful service for people who wanted their food ahead of time and whilst paying for fuel inside their car. I've got many problems, including data being sold to third-party organizations without clarity, a possible diversion to drivers, and encouraging anti-socialness. But I get where they're coming from. I won't mind using GM's marketplace for conveniences and discounts, but the negatives outweigh the positives. Intel's idea of Warner Brothers forcing adverts in autonomous cars with virtual reality and augmented reality. This is a no-brainer. Americans spend 300 hours in their cars a year. Even though many people despise ads, but companies are seeking new ways to push paid content. For this case, I think VR and AR will be the future for cars, infotainment systems, and advertising. AR, by mixing animated objects into real life. VR is more immersive, letting the user feel like their car is a Batmobile or showcasing Intel's new tech. We've had 2 decades of infotainment systems in cars. I've only scratched the surface for this topic. I chose 2 articles for this video, one of GM's in-car digital marketplace and Intel partnering beside Warner Bros. On forcing adverts in autonomous cars. I analysed these articles and gave my benefits and drawbacks of their approaches. If I had to choose out of forced AR/VR adverts or in-car market, I would choose GM's in-car market for conveniences and discounts. Intel with Warner Bros. Gives me nothing but adverts and tracking. What are your thoughts on the future of in-car infotainment systems? Are you bothered in GM's in-car market and Intel with Warner Bros. Forcing adverts? Do you think it's a way to siphon money and data? Because why not? Or are you happy with these ideas? Please type your ideas on this discussion in the comments area below. Please gently tap the thumbs up icon to give me dopamine and subscribe, plus ring a bell to boost videos in the algorithm. And on that bombshell, good night.